Yo, what's happening? This is Tha Funkee Homosapien. You watching Pyramid West TV, okay? You know it's an amazing feat, you know, building the pyramids and stuff. You know we do things like that. Just keep tuned. You're going to see some more amazing feats, all right? Peace. Okay, about the Hyro label and about us kind of being like, I guess you could say groundbreaking as far as independently releasing that underground type of hip hop. I'll say it like this, man. It's pretty much, it was a necessity, you know what I mean? It was like either sink or swim. So it's not like we had all the answers, and to tell you the truth, it's not all it's cracked up to be, you know what I mean? But it was a survival technique. We all got dropped from the labels. It was really a question of what do we really want to do, you know what I'm saying? Do we really want to do music? Because it's a lot tougher than we thought it was, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them dreams got shattered, a lot of, you know, just ways we was looking at things as a child, you know what I mean? You kind of like look at stuff, you don't really understand the depths of what goes into what you see, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it, man. We just had to grind, really. And through that, I guess a lot of people got an inspiration or whatever from what we did. But honestly, we garnered a lot of inspiration from like E40. You know what I'm saying? Too Short was one of the early innovators that really inspired me. And this was back when I was in, elementary school. He was coming out with tapes, selling them out his trunk. You know what I mean? Just the people in the hood. And from there, he turned into Too Short you know today. So that's where a lot of the just game derives from, you know what I mean? But like, you know, like I said, it was just sink or swim. If you got to do it, you're going to do it, or you're not going to do it. And that's who's going to be successful usually. You got to be an anomaly. You know what I mean? Like, you got to just stick out. Like, you got to be crazy about doing it. Because everybody else is going to just either fall at the wayside or, it's too hard, I can't do it, they trying to shell me out the game, or whatever the excuse is. The ones that's going to stand there is the ones that's so crazy about it, they don't care if they don't make a dime. That's what they do. And those are the ones that's going to win in the end. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still standing, and the more time you got to work on it, you're just going to be so ill that nobody can even say nothing about it. They're going to have to mess with you, you know what I'm saying? Or they just going to be ridiculous. So that's my advice, too. If anybody out there is thinking about whatever you want to do, you got to really go hard, you know what I mean? That's it. I'm a Leo, so I guess a lot of it is just innate, you know what I'm saying? Some people say that Leos just are born for the spotlight, so I like to get attention, you know what I mean? So I guess a lot of it comes from that. But also just watching the greats, man, you know what I'm saying? Watching them, and I'm talking about like George Clinton Parliament, you know what I'm saying? Funkadelic, you know what I mean? Roger Zapp, you know what I mean? Prince, you know what I mean? Like all these great artists that came out and really used to really do it, you know? So I'm comparing myself more to cats like them than to, like, you know, the average rapper, really. Because the average rapper probably get on stage, walk back and forth home. The average rapper probably just gonna get on stage, walk back and forth, you know what I mean? And nothing wrong with that, I guess, but I feel like people nowadays, they want more of a show, you know what I'm saying? So I try to really give my all, really. It's really for the people that came here and paid, you know? And business-wise, too, I'm not a dummy. If I don't give it up, they not gonna want to pay to see me no more, you know what I mean? So both ways it go. I just appreciate the people coming out, and also I understand that that's a wise business move as well. About the golden era, well, basically, the concept was I wanted to try to take the aesthetic quality of the golden era. Like, for me, that's like late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. I wanted to take just the aesthetic quality of the music and try to do that with newer and better, I would say, better equipment, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's easier to do. You can add a lot more. It's kind of like playing Atari 2600 games, and now you playing Xbox 360, you know what I'm saying? It's all crazy 3D and stuff. But if you brought back those graphics for Atari 2600, think of what you could do with those graphics now. Like back then, you could barely do anything, you know what I mean? Now we got all this type of equipment where I can make an album right now on my lap, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, since we got this advancement in technology, why not use it? You know, it seems like a lot of people forgot how to even make or think in that realm, you know what I mean? It's like biting is okay, you know what I'm saying? Everybody do whatever they want to do for money. I'm not saying everybody, but you know, now it's known that hip hop, it could be a profession, when before we just did it just to entertain ourselves, to express ourselves. So I just wanted to get back to that, but with the new equipment, you know what I mean? That's all it is, man. Lil B, I fucks with Lil B, man. A lot of people got whatever to say about Lil B, but if you listen to him close, he really got a lot to say. He just run the gamut. You know, if you know about the Bay or whatever, you know we go dumb out in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? That's just like a lifestyle out there. So you gonna want your party music, you know what I'm saying, that ain't saying really much. That you don't want to hear all that. You just want to go in, act a fool, you know what I'm saying, forget about whatever else is going on that's bugging you, you know what I mean? But then again, he got insightful things to say, you know what I'm saying? And from where he coming from and who he's speaking to, I could appreciate that, you know what I mean? So I fuck with Lil B, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Balance too, you know what I'm saying? He been around a minute, but I fuck with Balance too, you know? And Droopy too, E40's son, Droopy. What's up, Droopy? You know, I fuck with him too. You know what I mean? He probably got the tightest production, I feel, out on the West Coast. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? He got like the tightest production. He be amazing me. He got the new hip hop sound. You feel me? It shit sound futuristic. You know what I mean? But I mean for real futuristic, not just computer bleeps and shit. Like he really on some other next stuff. You know what I mean? So them the three I really keep my eye on for now. But I try to stay up and aware of everybody though. Okay, one thing, if I didn't work with Jinx, if Sir Jinx from Lynch Mob works with Cube, he's Dre's cousin, if Jinx didn't mentor me basically in the beginning, I don't know how far I would have gotten with my skills, you know what I'm saying? Plus Ice Cube, if Ice Cube didn't kind of like take that raw energy and try to give it some kind of direction, I don't know where would it end up, because I was like making some crazy songs. I don't know how far they would have went, you know what I mean? So that's one. Being dropped from a lecture was another big thing that put me on the right track, and I know a lot of rappers probably wouldn't say that, you know what I'm saying? But I know it was my fault, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. So that just kind of woke me up and let me know, like, nah, you can go, you know what I'm saying? We don't owe you nothing, you know what I mean? Like, don't act like you just do whatever you want to and whatever, and you can still be here, you know what I mean? And the reason I'm saying that is because Sylvia Rhone, I say what's up to Sylvia Rhone, she was just getting over there at a lecture, heading a lecture, powerful black woman in music, you know what I'm saying, executive. She flew out to San Francisco to holler at me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even understanding how potent that is right there. You know what I'm saying? She actually flew out there. I'm sure she don't do that for every artist, you know what I'm saying? Especially an artist where I was at. I'm not going to say I sold the most records, you know what I'm saying? And I just was kind of like, you know, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I was just kind of like sketchy about it, you know what I mean? Like, I should have been trying to work with her, because I wasn't standing on really good ground, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I was selling hella records. So, you know, that just kind of woke me up a little bit, you know what I mean? Not like I was far off to the left anyway, but I was kind of thinking I was the shit, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of thinking I was hard or whatever. So that's one thing. Another thing is Dante Ross, who signed me to a lecture, helped out a great deal. Matter of fact, a lot of the staff at a lecture helped me out a great deal and continued to help me after that. After I got dropped, people that still worked at a lecture still helped me on my future projects. So it's not like I did it by myself, you know what I mean? So like just things like that. Sophia Chang too helped me out a lot. She hella believed in me. She signed Souls of Mischief and Casual to Jive Records, but she also was good friends with me. And she helped me out a great deal at a time where I was still trying to figure shit out. A lot of people wasn't really trying to hear me, but she was like, nah, this is dope, which turned out to be No Need for Alarm, which a lot of people say is my classic album. But people wasn't trying to hear me. She believed me. Let her hear what I had. She was like, nah, this is dope, Dell. This is dope. This is amazing. You should stay with this. So them people, you know what I'm saying, and that event, those are the things that, you know, really like put me on the right trails. Those older people, you know what I'm saying, that really was looking out for me, you know what I'm saying? So I try to do the same thing with a lot of people that are younger with me now.
my channels on.